Well, Steve, we're keeping a pretty close eye on the tropics right now, aren't we?
The Mexican government has just issued a tropical storm warning for the Yucatan Peninsula. It could be Tropical Storm Franklin. It's not there yet, but we'll look at it. And our week ahead weather coming up. We've got some storms in the area. On the Lakewood Ranch cam, you can see from earlier today, about 3, 4, 5 o'clock, we had some thunder and lightning and a storm that eventually made it over downtown Bradenton up to Parrish and out over Palmetto and eventually washed out over Tampa Bay. We'll look at that on radar in a minute. But right now at the airport, beautiful day over Sarasota Bay, 81. The dew point's down a little bit. I think we've had some dry air blow in and the outflow of these storms, 67. It's pretty dry considering we've been in the 73 to 75 degree range on dew points for the last couple of days. High today 91, last night's low 76, pretty close to normal on both counts. If we take a look at the satellite, this is the brand new GOES 16 satellite, still in test mode, but we're showing you some of these test images very clearly, the southeasterly flow across the state. And it has such high resolution, you can actually see the individual cumulus clouds as well as the thunderstorms that just explode during the afternoon and the outflow boundaries. It's a beautiful thing to see for us meteorologists. I hope you're appreciating it too. And the radar images show those storms in that southeasterly flow. Now the one that came across Charlotte Harbor is now washed out off Casey Key, but if you look upstream coming in from like Glades County, eastern Charlotte County, we could have more coming in for another hour or two. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that because I have some lightning. Now let's look at the tropics, and we have two systems to talk about. The least important one right now is an African easterly wave with a 50% chance of developing. But the main concern right now is down in the central Caribbean. It doesn't have a central circulation yet, but it could become Tropical Storm Franklin. Now, as it moves into the Gulf of Honduras, the shape of the coast here can actually encourage a spin-up of a tropical storm. If not here, if it passes over the Yucatan, this bowl of the Gulf of Campeche actually can increase the chance of a tropical storm developing. And right now it's still invest 90 with 35-mile-an-hour winds, but the Mexican government issued a tropical storm warning for all of Yucatan. Far northern Belize has a tropical storm watch, and the spaghetti plot shows pretty sure all the models agreeing it's going to go over Yucatan. And a closer look at the wind speed and pressure from the GFS model shows it could be a tropical storm as it approaches the Quintana Roo coast of Mexico. And then it moves over into Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly becoming a tropical storm by late Wednesday, but then washing out over interior Mexico. Now let's go back out in the Atlantic. Now this one could potentially affect the United States, but the models have been all over on this one. Invest 99L. 30-mile-an-hour winds, has a 50% chance of developing, and the models yesterday had it going over the greater Antilles. Now it's out in the Atlantic. It could go north, it could go south, but it's a week away from any potential threat to the United States. John Scalzi and Bob Harrigan will look at this very closely over the next few days. Now here's our future cast for the overnight. The storms pass. It's dry late at night, all day Monday, at least in the morning, and then more Monday afternoon, and another outbreak of afternoon and evening thunderstorms coming in for Tuesday. Now here's our beach and boating forecast. Southeast in the morning, southwest in the afternoon, 10 knots, seas 2 feet, bay and inland waters a light chop. It's going to be 90 degrees or thereabout in the air and water over the Gulf of Mexico. Now here's our forecast for tonight. Thunderstorms ending, 77 the overnight low temperature with east-southeast winds 5 to 10. And our 7-day outlook shows we're pretty typical for the chance of rain this time of year, 50, 60, 50, right on through next weekend, or at least through next Saturday. I think we are going to be taking a close look at the tropics for the next several days. Things are heating up as we move into August, as you would expect, Adam.